Hey, hello and welcome along. This is another episode in a series of video vignettes demonstrating the Dell Apex Cloud platform for Microsoft Azure's consistent hybrid management experience. This short video dives into the fully automated end-to-end day one deployment and cluster creation experience delivered by Dell Apex Cloud Platform Foundation software. Well, first things first. Dell Apex Cloud platforms won't be customer installable at initial release. We'll be offering a white glove deployment experience via Dell ProDeploy services to help you get comfortable with the process. But don't worry, the automation I'm about to show you will be made available directly to you very soon. So let me show you how I deployed a 4-node cluster in my lab. A virtual machine named Cloud Platform Manager automatically started up on one of the MC nodes delivered from the factory and was assigned a default IP address, which I changed to an IP that was routable on my lab network. Then I browsed to that IP from a web browser and the day one deployment wizard appeared. I accepted the EULA and confirmed that I reviewed the deployment guide and completed the necessary prerequisites. Now, one of the prerequisite steps involved creating a service principal in my Azure Active Directory tenant and assigning it the correct permissions in my Azure subscription. This service principal was used to register the Azure Stack HCI cluster and onboard the cluster nodes to Azure Arc. The nodes were automatically discovered, and a primary node was elected and identified by this little house icon here. A compatibility check ran to ensure these were genuine MC nodes from Dell. I selected all 4 nodes to build my cluster. Now notice this select 1 to 6 servers. Our engineering tests proved that initially creating a cluster within this node count range provided the most expedient and consistent deployment experience. You can use the automated cluster expansion workflow in our Apex Cloud Platform extension in Windows Admin Center to scale out to a maximum cluster size of 16 nodes once the cluster is up and running. And I've got a demo video on that functionality that I'll be linking to. Well, the global settings were fairly straightforward. Here, I indicated that I wanted our Dell extension installed automatically if it didn't already exist in Windows Admin Center. I provided a host name, IP address, and privileged account passwords for the Cloud Platform Manager VM. We've made it very easy to create the host names using a custom naming pattern to save a little time. I also selected the advanced method just to spot check that all service tags, node names, and IP addresses were aligning as I expected. Network ATC greatly simplifies host network configuration for Azure Stack HCI clusters using an intent-based approach. I set up a non-converged network topology and thus created 2 intents. I used the integrated Ethernet adapter ports for management and compute traffic and an additional PCI adapter for storage traffic. I also reviewed the other settings that Network ATC configured by default, including SRIOV, jumbo frame size, and RDMA implementation. To finish up the network configuration, I inserted VLAN IDs for my storage subnets and configured the cluster IP addressing information. Now this here says infrastructure network with a starting and ending IP address because more services will be added to this network in future releases. I clicked Validate Configuration to perform a final live validation of all the values I entered in this wizard to confirm that they aligned with the rules and best practices proven by our engineering organization to ensure a smooth deployment and cluster creation experience. If any errors were identified at this point, I would have the opportunity to go back to earlier steps and make corrections. Now, the deployment can take a few hours to run depending on your initial cluster size. During deployment, I casually observed all the many steps our developers automated to take the platform from factory delivered to a fully operational Azure hybrid cloud. There were over 50 steps streaming by in this View Details window, so that equates to some pretty serious administrative time savings. Once the deployment completed, I launched Windows Admin Center. Anyone administering Dell Apex Cloud Platform for Microsoft Azure will spend a lot of time in Windows Admin Center performing granular, cluster-level Day 2 operational tasks. The automation registered my new Azure Stack HCI cluster and onboarded the cluster nodes to Azure Arc-enabled servers. I browsed to the Azure Arc tool to confirm this. Then I clicked on the Azure Resource Group to navigate to the Azure portal to see the representative resources that were created for my infrastructure. Well, that's it for this video vignette on deployment and Azure Stack HCI cluster creation automation. For a more in-depth discussion on all things Dell Apex Cloud Platform for Microsoft Azure, please head over to Dell's InfoHub site. And don't forget to check out more demo videos at our YouTube channel. Thank you much for watching.